Hello everyone. Today we are going to build a LinkedIn automation tool. When I say LinkedIn automation tool, it means that we are going to automate the process of sending or posting on LinkedIn. How does it work? Well, it looks like this. Let me show you. When you click, we're gonna use n8n workflow. N8n is a tool through which you can automate your workflows, and you can automate your day-to-day job, such as posting on LinkedIn, Instagram, and X.com or anything. So, for example, right now I'm just posting on LinkedIn. I'm just doing the automation of LinkedIn. You can automate a lot of like. Let me show you how it works first. If I click, for example, let me just test it out for you. This is kind of a little bit zoom out, but like. Okay, if I click test workflow, if you click this button, this will go to OpenAI, and then it's like executing my nodes. And once it is workflow is executed, if I go to my LinkedIn, let me show you like my LinkedIn real quick. And you see this meme is posted. This is just now. If you see the time now, so just this workflow is automated. Like I can delete this right now in front of you. This is deleted. If I go back, there is no such post. Like this is my last post, and let me rerun this thing, and then I will show you. Test workflow again executed. Everything is done by like the automation. I have to do nothing. If you want it to execute automatically, you have to activate it, make it active, and it will execute automatically based on the schedule you set. Workflow is executed. If you go back and you refresh the page, tada, the post it automatically made to LinkedIn. So you can post every day like this. You can automate this whole process. And I'm gonna quickly delete this thing, so that it's like, and this is just for LinkedIn. You can make a multiple nodes such as Instagram, X.com, and TikTok, and you can post like one post to multiple places. You can do if else conditions. Like you just want to post a video if it is Instagram or TikTok, and you want to post content, and it will go to LinkedIn. You can do if else conditions as well. So it's like a very powerful tool. And n8n, go to the n8n.com and just like n8n and do the sign up and go to your workflow like Powerflow. Go get started for free. It's a free tool. You can make one workspace for free. I already signed up. I'm not gonna sign up for it, but yeah, once you sign up, you will come to this place. You'll come to this workflow. If you go to the save, let me save it. And if you go home, okay, I have 3 workflows because I am hosting it on my own platform. It's a free open source tool. You can host it on your own platform as well. I'll teach you later how to host it on your own platform, but for now I'm just going to teach you how to automate your LinkedIn. So for example, this is the one that I'm executing right now. This is inactive right now. If I activate it, it will execute automatically. I don't need to. So you will be already in a workflow. But if you're not, go to the home, go to your first workflow. In the free tool, if you are using their hosting service, you're only allowed to have only one workflow. But if you're hosting on your own, like you can see, and Ali, it's on Render. So I'm hosting it on Render. Render is a cloud provider. So anyway, let's go to the workflow. Why am I not able to click? Let me refresh it. Okay, now I click it, and if I go here, you can see I'm gonna copy paste. I'm gonna rebuild again this thing, but I'm not gonna delete it right now. I have to like get the reference from here. So we are gonna build everything from scratch, and I'm gonna show you step by step how to do that. So so if you click this, now you're in the workspace. We need to, okay, execution editor. Okay, now we need to do one thing. We need to start schedule trigger. If I click this one, oh, wait, hold on, I cannot see my, where is my, why am I not able to see my workflow? And I feel like this is zoomed out, my workflow. And okay, I think that is fine. Okay, this was actually, I was actually zoomed in, so now I can see this button. So if I click plus, and you will select schedule trigger, this will okay, this means that it's a webhook. It means that how often you want to trigger your link, how often you want to post on the LinkedIn. So I want to post every day, days, trigger every day. Trigger interval means days between trigger, how many days, how many gap of days you want to give. I don't know, I want to trigger every day, so one is fine. And at what time I want to execute it, on 10 a.m 10 a.m every day. And then that's it. And click test step. When you click test step, you must see this output. Wait. What happened? Why it's taking too long? Wait, I think I need to refresh maybe, because it doesn't take that much long. If I go back to canvas, wait. This is my trigger here. I'm going to double click this thing, and if I test the step again, you will see something. Wait, there's some sort of problem with this thing. I don't get it why. But let's execute from scratch. Let's delete this thing. One way to delete this thing is by clicking this delete icon. But let's go back and make a new workflow. Save. Let's make a new add workflow. We are gonna execute this workflow. Let's say I want schedule trigger. Okay, days midnight. I'm gonna do the same thing, 10 a.m. Test step. I got it. Okay, perfect. Now this is working fine. Keep it here and then click plus and go to the Notion now. Now we need, okay, the workflow is like, okay, the thing is, it's you will make LinkedIn post every day on Notion, and you will write one post on Notion, and it will the automation pipeline will take your post from Notion and it will post it on your LinkedIn. So you can use ChatGPT to write it. Even you can automate this process as well. Like you can write post every day and it will post it on LinkedIn. So for example, what I'm doing, let's say go to the notion.com, notion.so, sorry, and this is my private space. I click plus. I can call it LinkedIn automation part 2. Okay, calling it LinkedIn automation part 2, and then I want to make a table. What this table needs to be a database table. So click plus icon, go down, and then if you click table, you can search database actually. Wait, database. If you search here, you can find, if you click these 3 dots, you can find this table. And as soon as you click it, this is actually a database table. But if you don't do this way, then there's a problem. I'll show you how. You can actually, how can I delete this thing? Okay, I select it and I delete it. I want to delete this table. Wait. This is so crazy. Move to trash. Let's make a new one. LinkedIn automation part 2. And now I want to make a table. If you make a table from here, so just for your sake, let's say name, and you make it from here, whatever. Okay, and then if you are having table like this, there's one problem, that it's not a database table, it's a normal table. What you need to do, go here, click plus icon, or maybe just click the name, and then click these 3 dots, and then go here, turn into database. click this turn into database, and this will turn your table, normal table, into a database table. So now we can work as normally, like the way we were working. So for example, we need name, tags, status, and date. Go back. My name is call it name, tag, and then I need one more column, which is status. There is already type status. We got the status table, and then I can cross it and I can click again, and I need now the date. You can search the date like this and it will bring the date for you, and you can cross it, and now we have four columns: name, tag, status, and date. Now in the name you can write your post name. I'm calling it test part 2. I'm calling this thing test part 2. And if you click, once it is done, you need to click here and then click back. Click here, you will see open, and once you open it, come here and then you can write, hello, this is automated LinkedIn post, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Hey, now in the LinkedIn, in the Notion, you write everything in a block. So this is one block, this is second block, this is third block. So in the third block, I'm also going to write something, blah blah blah, and then this is, I'm going to paste picture here. So the key to paste picture, you can just go and on like meme something, find images, and then you go here. I need this picture. I can click copy image, right click, copy image, go back to the Notion. Where is it? Yes. So I can Control V and it will paste it here. So now we have 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and this is 4th block. 4th block is a picture block. We're done now. You can, this is good. And status, leave it as it is. Date, we want to post it today, so you can do it 11th. And you can do test part 2 as well. Like this is LinkedIn post 2. You can call it LinkedIn post 2. And you know, you can do the same thing. You can come here and you can write, hello, this is day 2 post, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. And then this is, you can do, if you want to post the picture, it's fine. If you don't want picture, you can just leave it. And then you can go here and then you can pick tomorrow's date. So this is like, this is so good that it will, as I mentioned in the n8n, they call it n8n. It will schedule it every day. So like it will schedule today, and then it will see it will check your Notion again tomorrow at 10 a.m. It will see if the date is available, like 12. It will trigger it again. So you can add like thousands of posts and you can schedule them on every day, 12, 13, 14, whatever date you assign, it will trigger them on exact that day, and it will update the status at the same time. It's like not started, it will keep it like, it will update to done. So once it is posted, it will convert it automatically to done. For now, we'll keep it not status, not started. Let's go back. We are done here. Let's go back to n8n. Now we need to do what? We need to go to the Notion and we need create we need get many database pages, because from Notion we need to fetch our database. Database record table. We don't need to create, we need to fetch. So we'll click get many database pages. I have already created my credentials, but it's really easy. You can click create new credentials, and you need the internal integration secret. Now how do you get it? Go to the Notion developer. You will go to and click Notion API. So I have already opened this tab. This is, for me, it is here. If I go back, or I can just open it again. Notion developer. I click Notion API, and you need to go to the view my integration on the right top, and go to the view my integration, and then you will see I have 2 integration. You can do one more integration. You can call it you will select your Notion workspace, name it like video tutorial. Okay, internal is fine. You need to upload a logo, so I will select like let's say 0 to 1. This is my logo, and then once it is selected, okay, fine, it's selected, you can click save. As soon as you click save, integration successful, created. Okay, once you cross it, you will get this internal integration secret. Click show, and then copy, and then you need to paste it somewhere. Like I'm gonna paste it Notion secret. I'm gonna paste it in my here, but you can copy and also go back and paste it here. And once you paste it here, click save. It is connected successful. Tada, we're done here. No thanks. Notion account 3 is connected. A database page, yes, we need. Don't select database, select database page. Make sure you're on the database page, and then select get many, and then from list, yes. And then once you click this thing, you will see nothing. You need to go back to your Notion page and click these three dots on the top, and then come here and then see there will be something like connect to. You will see something like connect to. Let me show you where it is. Notify me. Let's refresh the page. Let's refresh the page. And now if you see, if I click here, why am I not seeing table of content, copy, customize page, small version, show divided by way, analytics, notify me, import. I think we need to name this table something. So we can name it like something, whatever. And then if we come back, log page, small text. What is happening? I see, I had to scroll it down. It's like dark theme, so the fuck. Notion is like, I mean, Notion, it has a terrible UI. I have no idea. Like, it didn't show the scroll bar. Like, I was like, what the fuck? So if you scroll it down, you will see connect to. I was like, it took me like, what a terrible UI. Oh my god. So if you see right now, what did I name my? I called my Notion. If I go back, I named it video tutorial. So I need to click save. Once it is done, I need to click save, and it will make the integration updated successful. And I can go back integrations, and I can see video tutorial integration is here. And if I go back here, connect to, I should see something like video tutorial. Yeah, here we go, video tutorial. This is my integration name. So whatever you name, I can confirm. Now it is connected. This database is connected with my Notion video integration. And now if I go back to n8n, and if I click select database, if I click go here, refresh list. So yeah, it took a while to connect with my Notion database. There was no problem. I stopped the video in the middle, but I'm just continuing again. So it takes some time. It takes 5 minutes to connect with the Notion. So if you refresh after like a couple of seconds, keep doing it, and once you do it, go to the, it will show you like something. Now what is something? It's make sure that you return all to false, and then from list, keep it on from list. Don't choose anything else. Once it is set, now why it is saying something? If you go to my Notion database, I call the table something. If I change it to something else, like LinkedIn bullshit, whatever, it will update my workspace as well. So if I go refresh, now if I search again, you see LinkedIn bullshit. So now it's the name of my table. So you can name the table here, and it will give you exact the name something. But if it's not giving you something, if it's giving you random ID, it means that you haven't given the name to your tables, which is fine. You can just select that. As long as it is giving you some output, it's fine. Select that and click test set, and you will see this output. It means the connection is successful. You can see LinkedIn post 2, this is empty, and then this is test part 2. If you go back here, we are getting 3 columns, right? 3 rows. And if you go back here, we exactly have 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Third is empty, so it is giving me as empty row. Test part 2, LinkedIn post 2. You see this row is totally empty. That's why there was empty. So LinkedIn post 2. If you go here, you see test part 2, LinkedIn post 2. And this is the empty row. So everything is working fine, good. Go back. This Notion node is done. Now click plus again. Go back to Notion again. Now we got the Notion node. Now we need to we call it get many child blocks. We need to, okay, now what is this block? I'll tell you. Like, first select your credentials. I'm selecting 4. I showed you how to set up credentials. You don't need to set up again. Click select block. Don't select database page this time. Select block. As I told you in the LinkedIn, in the Notion, everything is block based. This is one block, this is second block, third block, fourth block. We need to merge these all blocks together. Otherwise it will just give you one block. So in order to post this as a single LinkedIn post, we need to merge all of these blocks. That is why we are having this additional node of Notion. This is responsible for merging all blocks together. These all blocks together, right? So that's why we choose this. Let me delete it. We go to the Notion and we click plus, and then we call it get many child blocks. So it will merge all the blocks together. So we choose our Notion credentials block and get child blocks. Okay, by URL. Okay, so we get the URL from here. If you go to the left side, get the URL and paste it here. You got the URL, and then we have 50 return all. It's fine, I think. Okay, I think I forgot one step. Let me show you that step. Okay, I got it. Why this is the error we're getting? We need to do this step. We need to perform this step. Go back to your Notion. We got the block. Now we need to add filter as well. Build manually. Go to the filter, click build manually. Any filter is fine. Must match. Wait. Build manually. What we want, click add condition, because we don't want the empty block. We just want like the okay, we need these are 3 posts. Actually these are 3 blocks that we're getting, 3 different posts. We need only one at a time. And how do we select that? We select that based on the date. We are saying that if it is matching today's date, which is 9/11, so we don't want this is tomorrow. 9/12 is tomorrow, today is 9/11. So we want 9/11 post today. We want to post it today, and this is the one we want tomorrow. So we have to make a condition on date. So we say select date, filter date, condition equals, and we go to the expressions, and then we write open curly, and then we say JSON dot today, and then we have like strings, and then you write YYY, and then MM, and then you write today. So it's like DD. Wait, I think I'm making a mistake. So I just double check. It was not the JSON. It was actually this command. Let me show you. It's called today.format. So you can write today.format, and then you open the bracket, and then you write double string, and then you write here, and then slash m, small m, and then large M, and then slash, and then date. Double D is for day. So we are getting today's date, which is 2024-09/11, and we're good. That's it. We are good. Now we can do we are having 3 rows, right? And we just want today's data, which is this 2024-09/11. Since we have made the condition and now test it, you will just get 1. which is today's date, 2024 9/11, because today is 9/11. So we're just getting today. So we made the condition successful. Getting back, go to the Notion block. Now we have one post, one item. Make sure you're getting only one item, because we cannot transfer 3 items to the next node. And then we are getting this thing, and then I guess you gotta click return all, get child blocks. If I test it again, let's keep it normal. Okay, so we made a small mistake, which is if you go back to the Notion, this is what we were working on actually. I decided this thing, linked date automation part 2. It was this workspace, but this is actually a page. This is not a database table. We accidentally created a page, not a table. So I'm gonna delete everything again. I'm gonna delete this page, move to trash, and I'm gonna create plus again. And once you're here, do not type anything. Just go to the right side, 3 dots, click these 3 dots and click table. Now this will become a database. This whole page is a database. And you can name it like hello world. I have already this thing, but I can delete it, move to trash, and we have hello world data table. And then we can, instead of tags, we can name it like status. We name it status, but we need to convert it into status as well. So let's say I click here, and I click this status table, and I go to the edit property, and in type, go to the type, and then in type, go to the status, multi-select. I don't want it multi-select, I want it status. So this type has been selected, and you can just cross it, and if you go click here, you can select the type, in progress, done. So we will say not started, and we can name it like test 2. And now we need a date table as well, so we can just click search date, and we have the date as well. We can select today's date. Unfortunately it's 12 today. I mean, I'm working at 12 a.m. But in my workspace it's still 11, because that is hosted in US, and so in US it is still 11, so I will still choose 11. I can make 1 2 test 3, and I can also set not started, and I can set it 12, which is today's date, and you will see I will get only 11, because in my workspace is being hosted in US. So according to yes, it's still 11. So I can open it here, and I can write hello world, this is me, and nothing, blah blah blah, anything. And I can go back here, and then I can write open hello world, this is automated post, and I can paste the same picture here, meme picture that I was searching. Copy image, go back here, and then I post the image, and then click back. So everything is normal. I just removed the tag because that was the additional column that was not needed. I removed the tag column, and now we have only 3 columns. So let's go back to the dev, and now we need to go back to the second node again. We need to reconfigure this node, and just we don't need to touch anything. Just click this refresh list, the database, click refresh list, and it will give you okay, we made one mistake. We didn't connect this thing with our database, which is like this one, video tutorials. So what we need to do, we go back here, click 3 dots, the same process, connect to and then video tutorial. Yes, confirm. We got connected with the video tutorial, and you can leave it as it is. And now go back to your workspace, click refresh list, and now search it, and you will see hello world. I select the hello world. Perfect. Rest of the logic will stay same. Like we had the filter date equal, and then with this thing, and then test set step, and then we got the 9/11, because in US it's still 9/11. We got it perfectly. Perfect. Now we go back to this node, which was get all blocks. We call this node get all blocks, and it is connected, get child block. Perfect. We need to select return all, and we select test step, and we still get the error. The thing is that I recreated this whole workflow, and it works somehow. Previously it was not working, but now what I did basically, it was very simple. I just deleted my the connections, Notion connection, So I deleted this thing, and then I went back and I deleted this node as well, and then I deleted this one. Okay, so already deleted. So I had deleted my connections, and then I deleted the node, and then I recreated the Notion node. This was like when I was getting the get many databases. We gotta click get many databases, and then we need to click create credentials. Usually I think you need to click Notion get many databases. Once you click this thing, create new credentials, and then what I did, basically I copied this thing, or you need to first refresh it, I guess. First go back to integration, go here, show, because I think every time you show it refresh. I'm not sure, but like, let's, for the safe side, I replace it with this one, and then I go back, and then I go back here, and then I update it here, and then I save. It got connected, fine. Instead of databases, we need to select database pages, and now we are on Notion account 3, which is perfectly fine. And then from list, and then we need to refresh the list, and then we have the hello world. I told you how to connect. Again, go back here and then connect with your connect to video tutorial. I'm already connected, so yeah, this is the same step. I'm not going to repeat it again. And then we need to add filter, so we will call it build manually any filter, and then add condition, which is like on the date, and condition was equals, and then the date was, go to the expression, and then we say exactly this thing. We copy this expression, and I can just copy paste it here, and I get my date today.format, and then this click test step, and here you go, you got the node. And back, where is that? It's here. Connect this thing with this node. We need that again Notion node to combine get many child blocks, because I have already explained. So get the Notion account, connect with Notion account 3. Do not connect with any other account. Connect with the account with which the previous Notion node is connected. Okay, keep it blocked. Get child blocks by URL. Go copy this. Okay, get this, drag it here, and it will get this thing. Click return all, because we need all the blocks, and then return, and now we got 3 blocks. So as you remember, we had like in Notion page, if you go back, we had the 3 blocks. We are using this one. If you go here, 1 2 3, this is third block. We don't have any other block, so we got exactly 3 blocks. One is a picture, so if you see this, these are 2 content, and third one is picture. Perfectly fine. Move to the next step, which is, if you go save, if you go back, our workflow, in the workflow, the next step is to aggregate. We need to combine all text and images together into one, because if you go back, you will see this is outputting. The output is currently, well, we need to test this step. We are getting 3 outputs currently, 3 items. We cannot pass 3 items, we need 1 item. What we can do, we can aggregate into 1 item. So we will say individual fields. Okay, first field is content, because we need to connect content with the picture. So what I do, I will click this, drag it here, content, and then add field to aggregate. With what field I want to aggregate. I want it to aggregate it with image file URL. So I click it, aggregate it here, and that's it. Like, that's the step, and we got like content, and we got the picture. This is automated post, and we got the picture. Perfect. 1 item. Now we have like output as 1 item. Now we can send it to 2 things. One is ChatGPT. If we go back to our original workflow, one is OpenAI, and the second is this is for the HTTP request. What do I mean by that? I'll tell you. Now we need to here click plus OpenAI, click message a model. Text sections, go to message a model. If you don't find it, you can search message a model like this. Once you do like this, create OpenAI credentials. How do you create it? I have already 2 credentials. I will delete this one. Let's say this one, I will go and I will delete it. Now I will create one more. Create new credentials, and I need OpenAI key. What I can do, you can go to your OpenAI platform, and then you can go to the products, which is OpenAI for API login. Go to the API login. You would be redirected here. Go to the API page, click the API. If you are already logged in, it will show you this, and then once you get to the API, go to your this tag, click this thing. First you need to make assistant. Go to the playground, go to the assistant, and make a new assistant. Like this is my assistant is already made. What I can do, I can new an assistant API. Okay, this is my default project. So in my default project, I can create a new project. I can call it like test2 test project AI blah blah blah. Create nothing.com. nothing.com. Okay, now we are in another project, and we can click create, and I can call it LinkedIn smart post. Okay, LinkedIn smart post, and I can call it, this is the system prompt. You are good assistant. Your job is to modify and make my LinkedIn posts better. Okay, I'm gonna use GPT-4o mini, and that's it. That's all I want. I can, if you want to assign this agent capability of uploading files and code interpreter, you can enable it, but I don't want such things. I just want a LinkedIn post. So that's it. I think my assistant is ready. You can now go and click your profile, go to your profile, and then you go to the user API key. Go to the user API key. I have already 2 APIs key, but you can create 2, and I can call it test3. Create secret key. Once you create secret key, copy this thing. Come here, OpenAI key. I copied it here, and then you can click done. Go back. Okay, so now you need to go back to your here and click paste it here, and then click save. Tada, is connected. Now you don't need organization ID. Perfect. This is connected. OpenAI account 2, it will say, and then resource text. Perfect. But no, we are using assistant. We're not using text. We are using assistant. And message an assistant. Yes, we want to message an assistant. Perfect. And then from list, choose your assistant. It will show you your assistant name. Hold on, just wait a minute. I think it is still connecting. Okay, LinkedIn GPT. This is what I named. If I go back, where is my OpenAI? This is default project. If I go back to test project API, okay, if I go back, my assistant name is LinkedIn smart post. Maybe I think I need to do this thing, LinkedIn smart post. Found one more problem. First let me delete stuff. If you go and create, let's go back to that platform, OpenAI platform, and if you go back and if you create a new project, which I created before, test project, it doesn't, the n8n doesn't get that project. It only works with the default project. So keep a default project, and if you create a new assistant, such as if I click create one more, we'll create a new one. So it's not gonna, let's say, let me delete first this one, and I need to delete this one as well. For example, this one. let's say I'm in a default project and I created a new assistant and it's loading still. Let's wait, let me reload the page. Okay, I got it. And LinkedIn smart post, I call it LinkedIn smart post, and I copy this prompt and I paste it here. GPT-4, no, I want mini, so I select GPT-4 or mini. Rest is okay, fine. Smart post, LinkedIn smart post. Okay, we have now two assistant. If you go back and if you do the refresh, let's say I double click it here, and I connected messenger assistant from list, and if I refresh and now I research, okay, now we have two assistant. So it only works with the default, it doesn't work with the if you create a new project, which is like the way I did new project, it would not get the second project because of the OpenAI is constantly updating its APIs and everything and the UI. So I think n8n is not up to date with OpenAI. So for now, just go with the default project and then create assistant inside it, as many as you want, and then you can select from here. I create LinkedIn smart post. I will click connect with this one. Prompt, I will select define below, and I will say go to the expression, and I will write exactly this thing. You are a helpful assistant. Help me rephrase my LinkedIn post in a better way. Okay, and I then I would write this three comma. It's not a comma, it's like a it's kind of, I don't know what do we call it, but like you get it right. So copy this thing. You can just open double curly braces and then click JSON and then dot. What we need content, because this is the content we are getting. We need to access content and we need to combine. We have two content, we need to combine both of them. Hello world, because we have two blocks, so we need to combine both of these blocks. Join, and then you can double quote this thing and it will join both. If you go there and it's join both of these two things. You don't need to give a space. If you remove the space, it will do like this, but if you want space, it will do like this. Anyway, we're done. And if you say test step, here you go, you got the OpenAI output. Hey everyone, just testing out this automated post. Perfect. It modified my LinkedIn post. Rephrase my LinkedIn in a better way and add some funny joke. If I do this thing again, I am telling it to add a funny joke. Here I'm just sharing the automated post that totally doesn't need my personal touch. You know, like how microwaves can't cook a pizza, right? But they sure try. So like it made it like a funny joke. So let's go back, and we are done with OpenAI. Now we need OpenAI, and we also need. Wait, am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. And we also need what? Save it. Go back. My workflow. We also need the HTTP request. Go back. Okay, let's drag this again, and we will call it HTTP request. Click it. So we need to get, right now we're getting the image, but we need to get the actual image, the binary form of the image. We're just getting the execute previous node. So if we execute, so if you don't get the output, you can click the execute previous node, as I did. The option was here, and it will execute the previous node. And you can see, if you don't want to do that, you can just go and execute it manually, like test a step. I will give you this URL, and then if you go back, and then you can see so we got the URL of the image, but we need the actual form of the image, actual PNG image. So what we can do, we can just copy this URL, drag it here, it will give you the picture, and then just click test step, it will give you the picture. Here we go. And then we go back, and now we need to combine. We have one from here, and then we have like one output from here. We need to aggregate it together, we need to combine it together. If we make sure, go back, I think that's what we are doing. Yeah, so we are merging it together. So let's go back to our automation and then search merge. We want to combine two. If you have multiple nodes, you can combine multiple nodes. So I would just say two. I'll go back. Okay, it went here. I'll pick it, drag it here. Input one, I'll keep the OpenAI into input one, and I will keep this into input two. So this will combine the inputs of these two, the outputs of these two into this thing, and it will. Now let's test it. Test step, and you will see that we will get the OpenAI output and also the image. So here we go. If you go to the JSON, we got the content output, we got the OpenAI over here. There we're just dropping this automatically, blah blah blah, and then we also got the URL of the picture. And if you see it's a binary format. So we got the perfectly OpenAI output and also the image. That's perfect. Let's go back to the canvas, and now we need to post it on LinkedIn. So for the LinkedIn, you need to go to the LinkedIn developer. How did I get this thing? Once you can search on the Google LinkedIn developer, and you need to be logged into your LinkedIn account. You'll go to the LinkedIn developer solution. You can write create app. If you already have created app, if you click create app, it will ask you the app name. You can call it like hello test, and you can write so the company page name should be default company page. If you search it for default company page for individual developer, you need to select this one, and then privacy policy you can leave it as it is. For a logo, you can add any picture. It doesn't have to be like, doesn't matter. I'll add this one. I have read agreement and blah blah blah, and then create an app. Once you create it, I'll move it to here. You need to request two things. LinkedIn, click request, yes. This means that share on my LinkedIn. It means that allow me to post on LinkedIn. This means that allow me to sign in into my LinkedIn. You need to allow both of them. Request success. Okay, perfect. Now go back to the auth, copy client ID, paste it into LinkedIn. We call it client ID, and I would choose now the primary secret key. I'll make it visible, and then primary secret key, and then this thing. Perfect. Now go back to your n8n, and then search LinkedIn node. You got the LinkedIn node, create a post, and once you get here, create a new credentials. Click create a new credentials and go to the if you see this kind of UI standard, client ID and client secret, you need to copy paste both of these things. So first of all, I will go here, I'll copy the client ID and I will copy the client secret and I will paste it here, and I will disable both of these things. You don't need to allow them. And before I click anything, I need to copy this callback. Go back to your LinkedIn and then go below, and you can see authorize redirect URL for your app. Click this thing, add URL, and then add this here and click update. It will update it, and then go back. Once you copy it to the LinkedIn and then this is set up, click connect my account. As soon as you connect my account, you will see this kind of page. Perfect. And then you will write your email and password, and then you will click sign in. It will say allow. You will say allow, and now tada, you're connected to you're connected to your LinkedIn account. Perfect. This is so far so good. We want to create a post, we want to as a person, and error fetching name, you can do the refresh. It will refresh and then it will fetch your LinkedIn name for Connolly. And then text is actually we want our OpenAI output, which is this thing. If you go to the schema, we want the content, we want the output to be text because this is the OpenAI output, the GPT model output. So we drag this here output, and then we also want the picture as well because we also have. So in the media category, select image, because, and then if you go back to the binary, we have data. So picture is in the form of binary, and it's the label is data. So you will write the label, which is data. Perfect. And then if you click test step, made a small mistake. The reason why it was not working, if you click test step, the reason you were getting error is because if I go back to the merge node, we made a small mistake. Instead of mode append, we had to click combine, and in the combine by, we need to combine by position because we are combining like and then number of inputs are 2, which is fine. If so, like previously the output was 2 item. As I said, in the next node we cannot insert 2 items, we can insert only 1 item. So now if you will test it out, you will see only 1 item you're getting, which is the image, and at the same time it's a JSON output as well. So it's a 1 output. Go back, and now we have 1 item, you see. And then now if you go back to your LinkedIn post, and everything is fine. Now if you test it again, it will work perfectly fine. Perfect. Here we go. It executed. And if I go back and I refresh my LinkedIn, oh wait, let me delete quickly. Here we go. It got posted here. Perfect. Let's delete this thing. Delete post. And I go back. Save this. This step is done. Now last step is to update your where is the Notion. If I go back to the Notion, if I click refresh, I need to update the status because I need to update it to the done. So if I go back, I will add the Notion status update, search a database, update a database. We need to update a database page. Click this thing, search credentials, connect your account, database. I think we can, database page, fine. And we say update, perfectly fine. By URL, okay, perfectly fine. But you can see the URL is not here because LinkedIn is not giving us. So you can click this drop down, go to this 6 node back, go to this one, 6 node back, and you will see the URL here, this one. Just copy the URL here and then paste it here. This is one way, or the other way is you can go to the JSON or schema, and you can go to the schema and then go to this Notion, and then you can drag this URL here, and perfect. This worked perfectly fine. And if you do again test step, you got the URL perfectly fine, and it updated your status as well. Let me make sure that I did not post it again. I didn't post again. And if I go back and if I refresh, test 33, it's not updated. What the heck? By URL, I think I copied the correct URL if I'm not wrong. Update. Actually we need to do one more thing, which is you need to click add property, and then you need to click status. I forgot because we need to update the status. So we need to add the property status, and we need to click it done. And then now click test step, and if you go back, this will be working. Done. It's done now. Perfect. Automatically done. I go back. Let's do this thing again. I converted it back to non-started, and we have all the automated pipeline now. Let's run it all of this together. Click test workflow. It's running right now. It's in OpenAI, running this thing, and then still updating this thing, and done. We are done. Workflow executed. If I go back to my post and I see refresh, I got reposted it here again, perfectly fine. I need to delete this thing. I go back and it is done as well. So you have automated the whole pipeline. If you want to run it, you can click it inactive and it will run every day at 10 a.m. Right now it will not run because it's not 10 a.m. right now, it's 1 a.m. But it will run every day. It's right now it's active, so every day it will run automatically. So if you don't want to make it run automatically, I'll just disable it because I don't want it to run automatically every day. So this logic will work and it will run perfectly fine every day. Let's go make sure that I did not execute it accidentally. Yeah, perfectly fine. Yeah, so that's it. That was the whole tutorial for this thing. Hope you